Hi, so another informal video today. I'm showing off another LEGO creation, but this time it's not a big thing like a robot or a mech. It's not one single thing, it's a bunch of smaller creations. Some are larger or better than others, and I guess I'll take you through them one by one. So there is a common theme to these, and that's kind of construction and demolition in the future. So here we have the standard worker. So he's got lots of equipment on his chest and a protective helmet. It's more advanced because they're doing high level demolition stuff with bombs. Just got a standard megaphone for people, for like the people with higher rankings to bark orders and stuff, or people to communicate over long distances. This, it's like so you'd hold it up and turn on the light to give the signal when to blow up a bomb, or it's another way of communicating where it's like a go signal for dangerous things. A remote control, only 2 buttons, like do and don't, so on and off kind of thing. Here, getting more extreme, it's a small pistol that, well, it's less of a pistol, it's a gun that launches small bombs for demolition. They're not very powerful, so it's okay if it's a handheld device. This, it's a vehicle to travel around site. It's like a, whoops. It's like a Segway kind of thing. Well, just have a look at the one wheel. I like this one. Next up, we have this, wait a minute, just equipping it. We have this, which is a drilling tool. It's quite large, it's for mining underground, fixing broken water pipes, things like that. Quite powerful. This, it's a small kind of buggy walker robot to move around site with the controls here, and it's got this little box at the back to store things in, so it moves small items around site and helps people get around. Can haul things. This, starting to get into more cool things, it's a bomb, like dynamite launcher. So it's got controls up here. It launches bombs that go quite far and they'll be quite powerful. So there's lots of like advanced warning and procedure when they're going to launch one of these things. And there's something else that goes along with this gadget specifically, is this. So it's kind of like a blast shelter when, or like a blast doors when the bomb's about to go off. So you shelter behind here to protect you from the blast. It does open and close. Then there's this. You'd find these around site. They're basically just stations with lots of tools and storage. They've also got some computers and this big antenna to communicate from site to site over very, very long distances. Lots of energy, like fuel tanks and stuff like that. This, it's one of my favourite things in this lineup. So here, it's quite powerful, it's quite dangerous. These are very heavily regulated because they have lots of destructive capability. These are for very extreme demolition. They're like little walkers. You see, you've got the little feet to move around and power tank. It's got 2 items of flamethrower for burning down kind of wood buildings, and also dual kind of bomb launchers, which are very less powerful bombs, but they shoot them at a very high rate with controls. So these are quite dangerous. You need lots of training to pilot them, but they can be very effective at getting rid of things very quickly. Wait a minute. This is a penultimate one. It's, you see, it's quite large. It's kind of like it's a buggy. It's quite large with bits on the back and everything. This is used for picking things up. You see, it's got the big crane at the front that is movable to some extent, and it's for picking up large items and moving them around sites with this big claw. It's like the grabber machines you find at a fair or something. Then the our personal favourite, and the one that took the longest to build, is this large machine here. See, it's like a digger kind of deal. I am really quite fond of this thing. It can sort of unfold and seat a driver in here. Wait, let me just go configure this. A minute. Sorry. So here it can seat a pilot. It's like a walker thing. And these doors can open on the sides, on both sides actually, to release the driver once he's done with his work. Moves around quite robust. Here you've got this big claw arm, and this is a digger. So you've got this scoop at the bottom, but it's not like a regular scoop because it can kind of split 3 ways to get lots of dirt up. It can also be used to pick things up. And it gets these items and things from the ground, and it scoops them into this little storage bank kind of area at the back. And what this does is it can actually unfold to release it and pour all the garbage into a skip or something. So yeah, there we go. That's everything.